Good morning, Coyotes, and welcome back to another episode of Coyote Call. My name is Ben Cash, and today I'm joined with
Aiden Rubalcava,
Jaxon Sigmen,
and our special guest,
Brianna Rollins.
And welcome to the first major episode of Coyote Call for 2024. So I know it's been a while since winter break, but how'd it go for you guys? How was your Christmas, New Year's, all that?
It was really good. I went to Disneyland, and yeah, it was really fun.
I went to Austin, Texas. I met with my sisters, and we had a good time. We went to Dave & Buster's, Raising Cane's, obviously. And yeah, we just chilled out of the house and just ate. Good time.
Yeah, I didn't do much. I went to my grandma's house for Christmas. Lots of Fortnite.
Of course. No, we're blacklisting Fortnite from the conversation. We can't mention it anymore.
And yeah, just did nothing, just relax.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I had a good Christmas. Not really much happened. I had my uncle over. We went to go see this movie called Ferrari, which I hated. But other than that, I think it was pretty good. We had some nice lasagna, some ham. And then New Year's was fun. Everything was pretty fun. I can't really complain. But yeah, if you can circle back around to Brianna, she is our very special guest today because she is the winner of the special guest contest form. And we are very thankful to have you on here because you mentioned you are a avid listener of Coyote Call. We don't really get those, so we appreciate that a lot, and it's great to have you here because of that. So if we can talk about you for a little bit. You mentioned you were in theater in your form, so I kind of want to hear a little bit more about that, if you could.
Yeah, okay. Theater is great. It's really challenging to act, actually. But overall, the members are really cool people, and I love them so much. They're like family to me.
You mentioned you were in Almost Maine and in The Music Man. Are you going to be in any future theater projects that you know of yet?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be in the Heart Festival, and I'm also going to be in the 8th grade orientation. Like, Theater 2 is doing some sort of scene, and we're going to do a scene for the 8th graders when they come.
All right, that's cool. Keep a lookout for that when that comes around. You mentioned also that you were in speech and debate club and choir, so if you can explain a little bit more about that.
Yes. I think I encourage a lot of people to join both of those because I don't think there's enough people in choir or speech and debate. In choir, everyone's such a good singer. It's like so crazy and awesome to me because it's like they're so talented. But for speech and debate, same thing. Like the team manages so well and we all get along and it's really nice in that club. And speech and debate, we do things like spars or we just argue about certain topics. And for choir, we are obviously singing, but we're singing and learning for the spring concert. We're going to be singing. There's some Disney songs in there, and there's a song from the Barbie movie. And yeah, it's going to be like spring and happy songs, you know?
All right. Aiden?
So you're in theater. Would you pursue a job in acting in your future?
Yes, definitely. I want to be an actress when I am older, definitely. I've never looked at acting before because I was always like a shy person. But when it comes to acting, like my true self comes out and I really love to act.
Yeah, as somebody who wants to be an actor in the future or go into the medium of film and television, that is a sentiment I resonate with a lot. All right, well, we are going to cut to a quick segment real quick, and then we're going to do something pretty fun, so stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome back to
Today in History,
where we talk about events that happened today in history. Let's get right into it. "215 years ago today, American writer, poet, author, editor, and literary critic Edgar Allan Poe was born in Boston, Massachusetts, on January 19th, 1809. Poe is best known for his poetry and short stories, particularly his tales of mystery and the macabre. He is widely regarded as a central figure of Romanticism in the United States and of American literature as a whole, and he was one of the country's earliest practitioners of the short story. Unfortunately, Poe passed away on October 7th, 1849. Song in the Background by Thomas More was considered to be Poe's favorite song, according to his former sweetheart. "109 years ago today, German Zeppelins dropped bombs on Britain in Great Yarmouth and King's Lynn in England during World War I. These areas were selected as the targets of the German bombardment due to them being submarine bases, which disrupted German movements from going into Britain. Also, 109 years ago today, the electric neon sign was patented in the United States by George Cloud of Paris, France. Neon light was invented by none other than George Cloud. Cloud found that passing electrical currents through neon gas produced light, and in 1910, he developed the neon lamp for use in lighting and signs. With the introduction of interfluorescent coatings, the fluorescent light was developed and became to replace the incandescent lamp in the industrial and certain home lighting uses. Well, that wraps up A Day in History. See you next time.
All right, welcome back. We have just got done compiling a bunch of different Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows to rank in a tournament, which is what we are going to be doing right now. So this list is curated by us, and I just kind of randomly threw these matchups together. So we're going to see how this goes. We got 16 shows, 8 from Nickelodeon, 8 from Cartoon Network. So let's start off with round 1. We got SpongeBob, and we got Adventure Time.
SpongeBob.
Oh, Adventure Time.
Stop. Oh my
SpongeBob's
goodness.
Oh my
Classic.
god. Adventure Time's so good though.
Yeah.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
Really?
I think
No
so.
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's alright. It got boring after a while. That's like season 1.
Even with the funny adult jokes in it.
Well, I've watched SpongeBob in years.
Me neither.
I think Adventure Time.
Really?
I think so.
What do you see?
What do you think, Ben?
I would say SpongeBob, but the thing about SpongeBob is with a long-running show like that, it falls off after a while. And
Especially after the creator died, bro. Have you seen any episodes?
As far as I know, like, the first couple seasons and the movie are, like, peak SpongeBob. And there have been a couple of good episodes since then. But, like, in my opinion, it should have ended with the first movie. And it would have been just perfect. Just a perfect, no bad episode cartoon, in my opinion. But because of the fact that it's still going and it's kind of mid now, yeah, that definitely lowers it a little bit. But I never really watched Adventure Time, and when I would try to, I never really got it.
Yeah.
And I think SpongeBob just has far more of a universal appeal, where like you put it on, you're just like, oh yeah, it's SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob. I'll watch this. It's like The Simpsons or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like the quintessential modern cartoon. So like in my eyes, how can you not pick SpongeBob?
Huh. What's your rock, paper, scissors?
Did you guys change your answers after that?
Hold on, which answer is for who? I said SpongeBob. You said SpongeBob.
I said Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
Okay, so we got a tie. All right. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do rock paper scissors.
Great.
The rock paper scissors game, which our viewers can't see.
Ready?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
They keep getting the
Rock,
same
paper,
thing.
scissors, shoot.
Okay. SpongeBob wins.
All right.
The goated show.
All right. Next up, we got The Fairly Odd Parents and Ben 10.
I gotta say Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Yeah.
Really Odd Parents. I never liked Ben 10.
Really?
Ben 10 was everything.
I mean, I only watched one episode and I did not like Fairy Odd Parents.
Odd Parents. Yeah, it got like bad like recently. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Fairly Odd Parents has a little bit of a worse track record because, like, again, first like 1 or 2 seasons were really good, but then past that, they just did something really weird. Whereas, like, again, I was never really that into Ben 10, but from what I see, they kept a pretty consistent quality. And, you know, I have a friend who, if I pick anything other than Ben 10, he's going to get really mad at me. So I got to pick it for him.
And they changed the theme song for Fairly Odd Parents. And like
They
weird-
did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they changed the theme song. There's like this new character.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that? They're making a reboot of it.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
looks terrible.
Oh.
It
I
got
think
leaked
the reboot
online.
looks okay. I think it doesn't look that bad.
You haven't seen the full episode.
Uh,
I saw the full episode because my friend sent it to me, and it's awful. We
Yeah,
were all
like,
watching it together one time.
like the CG one or what?
Yeah, the CG one that they're making now. It's
also was
not
like the
good.
intro. I didn't watch it yet, but it looked interesting.
I don't think it's gonna do well. That thing's gonna tank. And next up we got Bubble Guppies and Dexter's Laboratory.
Bubble Guppies.
Bubble Guppies.
I don't know why Bubble Guppies is on here. Jackson just threw it out there, and I'm like,
That's one
sure.
of the ones I just thought of.
Dexter's Laboratory is cool. I thought it was.
What was
pretty-
that one again?
It was an old Cartoon Network show. It was the
Really
kid
old.
with the little genius kid and the annoying sister.
I've never watched that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched that in years. I think Bubble Guppies.
Man, you guys are missing out on peak. Like, if you just seen Dexter's Laboratory.
I've seen it before, like years ago. I forgot like most of it.
All right. Well, next up we got The Loud House and Amazing World of Gumball.
Amazing World of
Amazing
Yeah.
World of Gumball.
Yeah, of course. How can you not?
Loud
pick
House
that?
is balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Next up, we got two shows that are pretty similar to each other. We got Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we got Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Avatar.
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
I've only
Classic.
seen Ninjago, so.
Yeah, so have I. I'm gonna have to say Ninjago. Avatar looks cool. I'd watch it if I could, but I didn't grow up with it. You know,
Or the
I don't know
show.
anything about it.
The first seasons of the show with like the skeletons and the snakes. I forget like what their names are, but
Yeah, I was never like a avid watcher of Ninjago, but like it was one of those shows that was just always on, and
Very
I knew enough
nostalgic
about
show.
it to get kind of invested. So you know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it was just that show that everybody in our generation knew.
Yeah.
very nostalgic show.
Yeah, we got two sort of classic shows next. We got Jimmy Neutron and we got Powerpuff Girls.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I'm saying Jimmy Neutron. The
Like,
meme
Jimmy
potential.
Neutron.
The meme potential of Jimmy Neutron in every episode is to the point where like you can't not pick it.
I really like Carl and Sheen
They carry the show.
and the spin-off Planet Sheen.
Yeah, I forgot about Planet Sheen.
Oh, God, I haven't watched Planet Sheen.
I think that's just like the tagline of the show. I forgot about Planet Sheen. Also, Jimmy's dad was Hugh Neutron.
Yeah,
He was a peak character.
I love Hugh Neutron.
I think that's a landslide there. Next up, we got Ren and Stimpy, and we got Regular Show.
I've never seen either, so I can't say in this one.
You've never seen either?
No.
Not even Regular Show?
No.
I've barely seen Ren and Stimpy, but I've seen the entirety of Regular Show. I think Regular Show.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy is like a classic Nick show that I've always known about, and I kind of have like a new appreciation for it now because it's just like one of those really weird things that feels like you could not make it today, especially on a kids show.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think it's kind of funny because of just how absurd and weird it is. But I think Regular Show is more enjoyable, I think, or it's just a little bit more out there, but also in a way that makes more sense and is more accessible. I don't know. What do you think, Brianna?
I don't know what the what is it called?
Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy is. And I've never been a fan of Regular Show. But, I mean, I still watched it when it just came on. So I'd say Regular Show.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, and last one for round one, we got Rugrats and we got Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
I've never
Sorry,
watched
Rugrats.
Rugrats. I've never watched Rugrats. I think Teen Titans Go.
Rugrats is one of those shows that I just see like a bunch of adult millennials wearing like t-shirts of. And like I don't think like I don't know. It's just like the popular show to say like I'm a millennial and I grew up with Nickelodeon. So,
Every millennial ever.
all right, this is a bit of a weird list we got going on here. But moving on to the next round, we got SpongeBob and we got Ben 10.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think even Ben 10 fans can't deny. All right, next one, we got Bubble Guppies and The Amazing World of Gumball.
Amazing
Amazing
World
World
of
of Gumball.
Yeah, of course,
No,
right?
There's no comment.
Easy.
Yeah, it's to the point where, like, why did you even put Bubble Guppies?
Exactly.
I just thought of something, okay?
I was going to say Backyardigans. That was, like, my
You should've
favorite
put
Nick Jr.
that.
show. We didn't even put Dora.
There's Dora.
We were missing out on so many shows. I mean,
Bro,
we can't put everything.
You said both of those. Why didn't you put it on there?
Because, like, no, I brought them up, and you were like, no.
Oh my god, we didn't even put Steven Universe.
Yeah, we missed out on, like,
Wow.
we missed Steven Universe. We missed Courage the Cowardly Dog. Do you remember
Sanjay
that?
and Craig.
Sanjay and Craig.
Everybody
Fanboy
loves
and
the Sanjay and Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, we should have just made, like, we should have extended it to 32 shows so we could get everything. But then we get a bunch of stuff that nobody watched
Exactly.
but me. So, yeah, we can't put everything, unfortunately. But shout outs to those shows, honorable mentions to those shows.
Especially Sanjay and Craig.
Yeah, peak. We got Ninjago and we got Jimmy Neutron.
Jamie Neutron.
Ninjago.
I'm saying Jimmy Neutron.
I've barely watched Jimmy Neutron, but so I don't
It's
know.
so funny
I don't
for
know
them.
much about it.
Like the characters, like how they look.
Yeah.
All I know is that Carl gets pregnant from his butt.
Oh,
I remember that.
Yeah.
What?
And
Say
that's
that again?
Carl gets pregnant in his butt. Like his butt gets pregnant.
How does that work?
I don't know. It's like alien thing. I don't know.
What shows?
Jimmy Neutron. That's all I remember.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron with the win.
Yeah, pregnant Carl for the win. Brianna, what's your vote?
Wait, it was Jimmy Neutron and what?
Ninjago.
I've barely watched any of them, but Ninjago, I think, is more interesting.
Man, we can catch a break with you. We tried a board game tournament before this, and you're like, I don't know board games. And now we're doing this. We're like, okay, this is more sensible. Everybody knows all this. And then we get to this, and you're like, I don't know either of these shows. And I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. All right, now we got another tie. We got to do another rock, paper, scissors game.
I
Ben and
think
Brianna.
I watch more anime than cartoons. I think
Yeah. That's we can save that for next episode probably. I'm not doing a third tournament right now. All right, Brianna, rock paper scissors.
so. Oh. Okay, I win again.
All right, well, Ninjago wins. I'm
No.
Ninjago wins.
kind of salty about that,
No.
but I think Jimmy Neutron deserves. But you can't. The rock paper scissors determines all. So. Last one here, we got Regular Show, and we got Teen Titans Go. Both Cartoon
Regular.
Teen
Network.
Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
I've only seen Teen Titans Go.
Most Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, because you don't watch Peak.
You haven't seen
My bad, Ben.
Regular Show is so good.
I'll watch it on my own time.
I'm saying Regular Show.
Regular
Teen
Show.
Titans Go is just like TikTok brain rot the show.
Exactly. They do teach
Real.
like
And
once
Regular
in a
Show
while.
kind of is too, but it's just this weird type of humor that no other show really does, and it's just so unique and funny. It's just such a good show.
Yeah. But it's a tie right now.
Another one?
It's a tie. All right, Jackson, you and me.
Okay.
Rock,
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, Jackson.
Yay.
And that regrettably means Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Man, everything I like is getting shafted. Jimmy Neutron, Regular Show. All right. Semifinals here. SpongeBob, Amazing World of Gumball.
SpongeBob.
Amazing World of
Amazing
Gumball.
World of Gumball.
Wow.
This is tough. You could tell me like either one of them, and I'd be like,
How
yeah,
many
I agree.
characters do Amazing World of Gumball have? Two.
How
many-
What do you mean?
Well, there's probably more, but I only know
Oh,
two.
there's so much more. There's like
How many-
There's
hundreds.
Gumball and
Characters does
Darwin,
SpongeBob
and
have?
then there's like I remember the funny balloon. There
Oh,
was like
yeah.
the banana guy. I remember him.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
don't. The thing about that, I don't remember any of those characters by name. That's the
Me
problem.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Alan, Banana Joe. We got
Oh, yeah.
Banana Joe.
obviously Gumball, Darwin, Nicole.
Oh yeah, Nicole. What was the balloon's name?
I think it was Alan.
Oh.
And then
Great
What
name.
about the dad?
Yeah, but then you oh yeah, the dad, Richard.
Richard.
Okay,
Where's the mom?
What was her name?
the mom's name was Nicole.
Oh,
Oh.
right. I thought that was the weird like.
I thought they were motherless.
What was the name of that like cactus looking girl that Gumball liked?
Oh.
Cactus?
What?
No,
Like
it
the
was
brown thing.
It was
What?
Penny.
What?
Penny. Right.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a cactus.
Wait, what?
What was she? I don't.
They
remember.
fell
peanut.
in
It
love
was like
with
a
a
peanut.
cactus?
Something like
She was
Cactus
a
was the
peanut?
balloon
I
girl's
guess so.
girlfriend, right?
Oh yeah, there was a cactus.
Yeah, that was the.
They
balloons.
fell in love with a cactus?
Yeah.
No, it was like a peanut thing. I don't know what it was.
What?
It was weird. It's like a peanut kind of thing.
You guys watch some weird shows.
Gumball.
You watched it too.
You watched it
I
too.
didn't watch a Gumball.
You watch Teen Titans Go. I mean,
Yeah, you watch Teen Titans Go on Bubble Guppies. I want to hear it.
Okay, I only watch it on TikTok. I don't watch it on like.
I will say the best scene in Teen Titans Go is when they're like abruptly teaching kids about taxes and they're not even trying to hide it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's like.
And
the
it
best
just
thing
comes
to
out of
see.
nowhere. Like that's the thing about Teen Titans Go. Every joke comes out of nowhere.
Wait,
Which
who are
can
we
be
versing
funny.
again?
What? We're rating SpongeBob and Gumball.
Oh, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah, but my point is, Gumball has characters, but I can't remember them by name. But then SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, Sandy, Gary,
Mrs. Puff.
Mrs. Puff, Larry the Lobster. All these characters, it's too iconic. I think all of Gumball is not as good as the best seasons of SpongeBob, but I do think that all of Gumball is better than the worst seasons of SpongeBob, because Gumball has much more consistent quality, while SpongeBob has some pretty low lows, but the highs are really high, so I'm inclined to say SpongeBob. Is this another tie? Because I said SpongeBob, you said SpongeBob.
I think SpongeBob
I see
should
Amazing
be
World of Gumball.
default. By win.
Brianna, what about you?
Yeah, also Amazing World of Gumball.
All right, you two, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh
Okay.
no. Ben, please win.
Get scissors. Both get paper. Both get scissors again.
Damn it.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh.
I can't. That's still a good show.
You can't win, Ben.
Poor Ben, all of his favorite shows on.
I got to train for rock paper scissors for next tournament. All
Alright,
right.
what's next?
And Ninjago and Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
I think Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So Ninjago fans are gonna get salty with us in the
Sorry,
comments.
Ninjago fans. Like,
Oh yeah, I
Sorry,
forgot. We don't have
Lloyd.
comments. That's right.
What?
We don't have comments.
You can say whatever you
Oh.
want.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want, and you guys can't. Haha. All right. Well, the final ranking is both Cartoon Network shows, so that answers the question of which one is better. But we got Gumball and we got Teen Titans Go.
Oh my goodness.
Gumball.
This is a tough one.
Gumball.
Actually, yeah, it's not a tough one. Gumball.
The one time I'll agree it's not.
Yeah.
It's a lot more entertaining, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Teen Titans Go are just like they have like they beat up Santa. They beat up this vegetable dude. Like what? It's interesting, but
The Teen Titans are jerks. Like,
exactly.
No, I choose Teen Titans Go. Like, I love that show. I was Starfire for Halloween. I love Teen Titans Go.
yeah, that's cool. But problem about that is you got a 3-1.
Majority rules.
Majority
Yeah.
rules, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Unfortunately for you. Well, you heard it here first. Amazing World of Gumball is the greatest cartoon ever
That's
made.
first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have not been following along, have you?
No, I've just been, yeah.
It's been-
I haven't been tracking in my head, you know.
You've just been thinking about Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a quick question.
Mhm.
Yes.
What's your guys' like favorite cartoon? Like, it doesn't have
SpongeBob.
to be like in this category. It doesn't have to be in here.
Favorite cartoon? I haven't
That's
watched.
a good question.
Grandparents. Who lives in
I
a
think-
private number under the sea?
I think the Amazing World of Gumball. Honestly, I think yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, if it's just, like, strictly American cartoons, or not American, but, like,
Any cartoon.
any just cartoon. SpongeBob. SpongeBob is like the generic answer to say, Or like,
How dare you?
yeah, if you say that, you're just like, oh, my favorite cartoon is SpongeBob. I'm just like, you don't watch TV. You didn't grow up
That's
with
who.
cartoons. I like more like obscure old shows. Like, I think my favorite Cartoon Network show, which I'm sad that I didn't get to put on here, was Ed and Nettie. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but
I've heard of it.
it's
Yeah.
this.
I haven't.
It's such a weird, dumb, funny show, but it has such a fun, nostalgic feel
Yeah.
of just like growing up in this like small neighborhood with these weird kids, and it's just so much fun to watch. It holds up so well, and Rolf carries the show, and Plank. Plank is such a good character, and he doesn't even talk. He's such a goat.
Isn't
Is
Plank
he
like
is he
just,
the
like,
is he the Ferb of the Phineas?
Oh, Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, we didn't even
Oh.
talk about
Yeah.
Disney Channel at all. I'm not really big on Disney Channel, but Phineas and
Yeah.
Ferb was a goated show.
I love
Yeah.
it. Have you guys
Well-
heard of Pickle and Peanut?
Oh my
I
God,
don't-
Pickle and Peanut. I saw that show like once, and I was like, what am I looking at?
It was so weird. Yeah, I liked it, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while.
But yeah, well, my favorite cartoon show is probably definitely Steven Universe. I've watched that show probably like 5,000 times. It's like, oh, it's my favorite. I just love that show so much.
Remember Steven
Yeah,
Universe?
that was one of those shows where I was like, how do we not rank that? Like, how do we forget to put that on there?
I thought the movie was pretty good,
Yeah.
and then the other show, The Future,
Oh. It's okay.
was okay, but Steven Universe was pretty good.
You remember Uncle Grandpa?
Uncle Grandpa, I remember Uncle Grandpa.
I love that show.
He was in Steven Universe for like an episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had that one crossover episode where like they're making fun of the Oscars and Uncle Grandpa wins everything.
Yeah, and Pizza Steve,
Yeah, Pizza Steve,
my
the
favorite character. Uncle Grandpa.
what was the green guy's name?
Gus.
Yeah, Gus.
Oh.
You're just like this well of information of just like random things that I don't think about. That like I turned around and like, what was this character's name? Gus from Uncle Grandpa. What was the name of this one Fortnite gun? A suppressed assault rifle.
I know something.
What was this big ass called? Lucky.
What about Adult Swim shows? Because I can talk a little bit about that. There's
Bob
this one show.
Burgers.
Adult Swim, yeah.
There's this one show called Home Movies. That's a really fun show.
I've heard about home movies.
I like the first season because the whole first season is just improv the whole way through, and it's so good.
I love Bob's Burgers.
The art style is kind of weird to me, but I kind of liked it when I first watched it.
Have you all seen Smiling Friends?
I love
No.
I love that show.
No.
I love Smiling.
I'm
Friends.
uneducated, you guys.
You guys need to watch more TV.
Exactly. I didn't watch my TV.
I'm a YouTube kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm both.
I'm both.
What about anime? That's probably something you guys can.
I've
talk
only
about.
watched,
yeah.
what's it called? Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I
And
love
part of
that
Death
anime.
Note.
I love
I
them
haven't
both.
finished Death Note yet.
I haven't watched anime like in years. Like, do you know, like traditional.
Hunter x Hunter was the only anime I'm glad I watched. Like, I'm happy I watched it because it was a good show. The only part that weirded me out was what's it called? The tall guy's name.
I don't know. His
You know, no, you know what I'm
I
talking
know.
about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Wait,
It
from
was
what?
weird. Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, who are you talking about?
He's like the perv or something, right?
Oh, Hisoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind of weird.
Is he the bungee gum guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have a
I remember-
Funko Pop of him.
I remember playing this game called Jump Force with my friends, and my friend would pick that guy, and he would just keep spamming bungee gum on me like the whole time. It was so annoying. Yeah, my favorite animes are Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Ball so much.
Thank
I
you.
watched it.
You got Dragon Ball, One Piece, and JoJo. Those
Have
are
you
my
guys
top
seen the
three.
One Piece live action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
It was yeah. As somebody who watches the anime too, that is.
And I've
it was
never
really
watched
good.
anime.
It
too.
was
I
really
got my
good.
parents to watch it, and they only watched one episode, but they enjoyed it, what little of it they saw. So, you know, that's the mark of a good show right there. If you can get my parents to like it.
But yeah, I'm currently rewatching Dragon Ball Super, and I just love it. I've been watching Dragon Ball since like so long. It's like my first anime and my favorite anime.
Same. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't really know anything about anime. But, like, I would watch all these things on Newgrounds. I don't think anybody watching this really knows what Newgrounds is. But I would watch, like, these really bad Newgrounds Flash sprite animations that were basically just Dragon Ball Z before I even knew what that was. But as a kid, my only perception of anime was stuff like Pokemon and Digimon and, like, collecting monsters and crap like that. And I was never really into that. So when I heard of Dragon Ball, I was just like, oh, they collect dragons and they fight or something. Like, they call out the names and then the dragon breathes fire or something. Like, I don't know what was going through my head, but that was just what I imagined. But I do remember as a kid, they would have Dragon Ball Z Kai and Dragon Ball GT on Nicktoons. And I remember, like, I would never sit down and actually see it, but I remember seeing, like, the opening for Dragon Ball GT and, like, the ending of one episode of Z Kai. And, like, I never watched the whole thing, but whenever that would come on, it would catch my attention, and that would, like, linger in my brain for a while. But yeah, I never watched it, but then my friends Rodrigo and Lucas were into it, and they told me about it, and I was like, well, they were the ones who told me about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I like that, so I gotta trust their judgment.
Wait, who are your friends that you said?
Rodrigo and Lucas?
Like, Solis.
Yeah.
They're my best friends. I love them.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Yeah, they're so epic. He was the guy that was spamming bungee jump on me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I would go to his house all the time. We would play just like random. We would play random games on his Xbox. Like, I remember one time we went to his house and I was like, "What are the worst games that we can get on Game Pass?" We played Race with Ryan. We played some Paw Patrol game, which is made by the same people. Yeah, that was a great night.
Oh my god.
But yeah, somehow I managed to find Dragon Ball Z Kai on Adult Swim in like 2016, and I'll never forget it. My first episode, spoilers to the Cell Saga, Android 16 dies, and Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 for the first time.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, what? Like, I was hooked, and that was the only thing I wanted to watch. And the thing about that is I didn't really have YouTube that much as a kid, so like I couldn't go out and like look for more Dragon Ball stuff. So I had to wait a week for the next episode to come out on Adult Swim so I could record it and watch it in the morning. So it felt like actually growing up in the early 2000s when that show was first coming out in America and just like catching up with it. And it was so much fun. And that, like, getting to finish the Cell Saga that way was just my favorite anime saga of anything ever is the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball. And unpopular opinion that nobody but me is going to care about, GT is better than Super.
Stop.
Super is
No.
mid. Super has its moments, but as a whole, like, neither are like great. Z is still like untouchable, but as follow-ups go, they both do certain things right and certain things wrong. But as a whole, I always vibed a little bit more with GT. Like, except for the Black Star Saga. The Black Star Saga is trash, but everything past that is just more of Z, and I really appreciate that. Whereas Super tries to be more of Z, but they dumb it down so much that, like, it doesn't really feel like it. Though I will say, my favorite Dragon Ball thing ever, other than the Cell Saga, is the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly. That movie is genuinely my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
I've never watched any Dragon Ball.
Me either.
Man, you should.
Yeah.
That's like the number one anime in my mind. It's like one of the most popular, I think.
I think my favorite thing from Dragon Ball is probably like Dragon Ball Super, from where they do like the tournament, like with like all the universes and
Yeah, the Tournament of Power. That was a good arc. I'm still waiting for them to animate the new manga chapters.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
probably never going to do that because they're stuck on the new Dragon Ball Muppet Babies thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's this new thing called Dragon Ball Daima that they revealed. And they had this whole, like, 40th anniversary trailer for it where they're, like, going up the years, like, oh, Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super. And we're like, oh, boy, the next generation of Dragon Ball. And then they tease like these new villains in like a Dragon Ball story you've never seen before. And like, oh my god, this is gonna be so goated. And then it cuts to Goku turning into a baby. And we're like, no, don't do that.
Are you kidding me?
They did not learn their lesson from GT. Yeah. Well, I think we've been talking for a good enough while now. I think it's a good place to end it. Unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about real quick.
I got it.
No.
All right, well, in that case, thank you all for listening. Be sure to follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube. And make sure to look out for the next episode, whenever that may be. We are going to be sticking to a bi-weekly schedule from here on out. So be sure to look out for the next episode of Coyote Call when that drops in the next 2 weeks. So with that, thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.